Hello, and welcome to my Peugeot Traveller, a car I wish I'd never bought. If you've followed my social media, you'll know I've got a court case ongoing against Peugeot in relation to a multiplicity of things. I'm not going to go into everything again, but the AdBlue fault still pervades, I'm afraid. It's a 3-point fault. Occasionally the AdBlue light flickers on the dashboard randomly for no reason and switches off. Secondly, it doesn't seem to know when it's running out of AdBlue. It's told me it's running out once when it had only used 5 of its 22 litre tank. It's told me this time, as you will see from the video if you want to watch on bar my explanation at the start, that it's used 12 litres of its 22 litre tank, still has 10 left and thinks it's low. But that's not the worst. Also there's the consumption. This car has done 1,200 miles since it was last filled up with AdBlue, and it's used 12 litres of AdBlue. So that's 1 litre of AdBlue per 100 miles, which is absolutely excessive. Any garage, any dealership will tell you that. Even Peugeot themselves will tell you that this car is supposed to do between 7,000 and 9,000 miles on a tank of AdBlue. The reason it's between 7 and 9, there's that big zone, is because it allows for driving conditions and driving style. My mileage currently is 2,000 miles per tank, so I don't even get the buffer. I mean, really? What's worse is, as I said, the car had 10 litres of AdBlue left in it. You can see that. I put 12 litres in, 22 litre tank. It doesn't take rocket science to figure there was 10 litres already in there. But it tells me that it's 1,300 miles before it runs out. So the car believes it's going to do 1,300 miles on 10 litres of AdBlue. That in itself, we'll do the maths as I go through it, will tell you. The video is edited, but it was all shot in one continuous, and I have the original to prove that none of the editing changes the facts. And one other thing of note, I do make a bit of a mistake. Fortunately, it's clearly visible that my head has got muddled up with the numbers. I meant 10 litres left in the tank, and I said, after I'd put 12 litres of AdBlue in it, you'll see that I say, oh, I've put 10 litres of AdBlue in it. You can tell from the video, I've put 12 in. You know, I'm not trying to be funny, it's just I've used the wrong number, which is absolutely fine. And I'll make sure I put it on the screen to clarify that I meant 12, not 10. But yeah, this car's just a nightmare. If you're researching Peugeots to buy one, my advice is stay away, not simply because of my AdBlue fault, but I've had experience of Peugeot's customer service, which is basically horrendous. They know there's a court case coming. My solicitor is on that. They've been told there's a court case coming. And I got in touch with them again about the car, about the AdBlue fault still continuing, and they have said, oh, well, it's out of warranty now. Yes, because they've stalled for so long. Take it to a garage, and if they find a problem, we'll consider a goodwill gesture. I've been taking it to garages for over a year, and all they have done when the AdBlue fault was on is reset it, leave it for a day, go, no, it's not come back on, it's fine. Then I've driven the car 100 miles and it's pinged on again. So basically, after a year of the same thing, Peugeot's response, even though they know they're going to court, is back to square one, just go back into a garage and tell them it's faulty. But they're not listening. So this video will show you that the car is consuming too much AdBlue. It will show you that it's reading when it's low wrong. I mean, 10 litres out of a 22 litre tank is not low. It's just ridiculous. But this is the lengths I now have to go to make sure that everything is documented. The only thing I can't do is show you the flickering AdBlue light, and that's simply because I can't drive while holding a camera just in case it comes on, because obviously that's a motoring offence. So this is for you, Peugeot, and anyone else who's thinking of buying one of your cars. Let's watch and find out. Morning. It's, as you can see, 9:37, 25th of January 2022. So what we're going to do, for the benefit of Peugeot, is try and show them the dual fault of the AdBlue on this. The fact that it keeps popping on and off when it wants, the fact that it reads low when it's not, and the fact that it appears to be guzzling blooming AdBlue. So we'll turn the car on. This might take a few seconds for it to actually come up with a warning, because today it's done 1,200 miles since it was filled up. by Arnold Clark, then sat in garages with Peugeot repairing it for 6 months. I've been working from home, so 1200 miles is all it's done when AdBlue was filled up. There we go, starting impossible in 1300 miles, AdBlue fault. Okay, so let's bear that in mind. And as if I've set it up, you have 4 completely full 5 litre tubs of AdBlue, because if this thing is completely out, it should take a good bit of that AdBlue, shouldn't it, really? So here's our AdBlue. Okay, so let's pop that off and out of the way. So let's see, out of curiosity, how much AdBlue it takes this time, and then we'll drive it for a while and see. Now, the way you fill these things is cleverly, you fill them up until they're absolutely overflowing. That's basically how you do it. When it flows over, obviously it's full. And you're in a lose-lose Peugeot, because if this fills up and takes nearly 20 litres, that means it's used 20 litres in 1200 miles, which is absolutely ridiculous. And I will film the mileage again when the AdBlue light comes on again. Right, so there's one, so it's taken 5 litres. And if it doesn't take the nearly 20 litres, then it shows that it's coming on telling me it's low when it isn't. So again, I'll just peel off this thing here. I'm just going to use the same nozzle because I can't be bothered towing that nozzle. Ugh, this stuff is making that nozzle off. Right, so we're just screwing a nozzle on to a second 5 litre bottle of AdBlue, which we're now going to put into my car. Now bear in mind, it's a 21 point something, it's not, I can always double check it, Peugeot knows what size it is, but it is at least a 20 litre tank. So hopefully this should take an awful lot of AdBlue, because it's only got, bear in mind, 1300 miles left. And if it does take an awful lot of AdBlue, I'll be even more annoyed, because that will mean that it has used all that AdBlue in a very short space of time. Now, these ones have got a different spout, so I have to peel that. Oh god, that's a crappy spout, isn't it? But, hey ho. So there's 10 litres in. Oh, crappy spout, security locks. It might actually take the whole lot this time, which, as I say, will be even more worrying because it means it's used 20 litres in 1200 miles. So again, we're just going to put that nozzle in there and tip. This one's going to be a bit slower. Until it gets going. Oh, is that? No, that can't be overflowing yet, it's just backing up on itself. There we go, that's it flowing now. Oh, keep going just to make sure. Right, you can see that it's not taking any more AdBlue. So it's taken half of this one, just over. So it's taken 10.5 litres of AdBlue. 10.5, that's all. So let's work that out, shall we? If it tells me I have 1300 miles left, and that was accurate, then basically what Peugeot are going to tell me is that this car will do 2,600 miles on 20 litres. 20 litres of AdBlue. You tell me that that is not exceptional. So basically, it's got half a tank of AdBlue in there, because I'm pretty sure it's 20 point something. I can always, let's see, find it out. I know it's 20 litres minimum. I think it's nearer 21, but I'm saying 20 just to be on the low safe side. So my car has a half tank of AdBlue, and it's telling me it is low. Half a tank, Peugeot, clearly isn't low, is it? Half a tank is half a flipping tank. When my car reaches half a tank of fuel, it doesn't put on the fuel light and say, oh, by the way, you're low on fuel, you've only got half a tank. There is a problem. So there you go, perfectly recorded. The problem itself, it's got half a tank of AdBlue, and the car is telling me that it is low on AdBlue, when clearly I have just evidenced it is not. And if Peugeot say, oh, well, it's supposed to come on at half a tank of AdBlue, I'd love you to defend against the RAC and every other motoring organisation, every other garage in the flipping world except your own, that this vehicle is supposed to do 2,600 miles on 20 litres of AdBlue. That is excessive and that is ridiculous. Last time, just for the record, it took 5 litres of AdBlue when the warning light came on, which means it had 15 litres left. Getting the point? Can't even decide what constitutes running out of AdBlue. It doesn't know if it's, if it's only used 5 litres, is it running out? If it's used 10 litres, is it running out? There's the mileage, 27650. It may well still come up. I believe they do sometimes come up with the AdBlue warning for a few miles until the system registers that it's been filled up. So let's have a look, see if it does. But you've seen, it has been filled up with AdBlue. Let's just see if the AdBlue warning comes on now. I rather hope it doesn't. I mean, any level of intelligent car would know it is now full. Excellent. Okay, so it's now not coming up with an AdBlue warning. So 27,650 miles, 1,200 miles since it was last filled, and my car says it's running AdBlue while it's got half a tank. I'd love your response to that, Peugeot. In fact, I look forward to it. I'm probably going to put this up on YouTube and send you the link. Right, now I'm going to go to town in this bucket and get some dog food. Catch you later.